kind of explosive play you want to build on. The Seminoles have their offense in high gear. Looking downfield on first down. Now adjusting. On the run, fires downfield. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
This is the matchup everyone was excited to see in this football game, and it doesn't take long to get to it. One of the best receivers in the game, one of the best corners in the game, one-on-one, quarterback.
Oh, he's got some space.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
The 7th play of this opening drive, they'll need to move the chains on 3rd and short.
Offense, man. We got a small sample size. We only had one game where they were unbelievable last game, but another score early in this football game. This offense is looking like a force to be reckoned with.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. So a drive there of 85 yards. And the final 34 yards covered by that touchdown pass. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Georgia's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And Jesse, if there's an old war horse, a real war daddy in the training facility, here he is, back to run the show again.
That's a great point. There is no substitute for experience. There is a lot of expectation for this football team and for this offense because of that guy and because of all the big stages and all the big moments he's already played through in his career. A lot of people are really excited, David, because he has seen a lot of ball.
All the ball, all the defenses, has rid the emotion of being really high and really low, and so those experience, those scars, they matter. They trust in him, and everybody on this offense is looking to him.
Guys, let's chat about Georgia. They start the season in the top 10, ideal position to make a run. But what do they need to avoid?
Well, I think you avoid the talks about me and where we're at, because that doesn't matter. This team's got a lot to prove. It's a very...
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, right through his hands. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one. Georgia lining up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Wants to bring it back. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. Got his man. Crosses the 45, out of bounds at the 47-yard line, and a solid play there. The Noles with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Looking downfield, it's Glenn. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
We're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
And the Noles come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They'll try to run for it. Breaks into the open. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
And the Seminoles have it with a 1st and 10. To the ground, he's got it again. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. Seminoles have always been known for explosive of flashy, big plays, but think of guys like Dalvin Cook and the toughness that he ran with. That's on display here.
And then those guys that I think of, too, with work done, where you hand them the football and big plays can happen, and offenses have been built around that for years at Florida State, finding that guy to hand the ball to.
And the Seminoles are threatening on 1st and goal. Looking to throw on 1st down. Trying to barrel in. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Quarterback making checks. Back to pass on 2nd down. He wants it all. And that one's going to be knocked down incomplete, and we have knocked out the 1st quarter. We've come to the end of the period, and Florida State has the lead. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. They're going to throw it on 3rd and goal. Big guy smells it. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
And I like the execution by this defense, understanding where the 1st down marker is. Let him throw the ball short, come up, get him on the ground, forcing a 4th down.
Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. Touchdown, Noles! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
Man, this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the 1st half, but this unit looks dialed in.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
The Dogs have had a long history of scrappy and efficient quarterbacks. Add a little star power to it, and you've got something working.
You definitely get a little extra something. We see it all across college football. You find that dude at the quarterback spot. It takes you from good to great, and you've seen that with Georgia over the last several seasons.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Got it behind the line. It's Humphreys. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. And the Bulldogs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back to pass, it's Stockton. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Quick strike complete. He is stopped inside the 15 at the 14-yard line, and an interesting call here on 4th down. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. He slides that just inside the right upright. Now the lead is down to 11.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. Little touch pass to the receiver. And he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book.
He lost it high and deep down the left side. He's got it along the sideline. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Robinson. Stop just inside the 30 and the 29. It's a 10-yard pickup and a first down.
Everybody holds their breath when this guy has the ball. On defense now, you got to stop the bleeding because you're allowing one of the best at his position in the sport of college football. Now have back-to-back catches. You better be anticipating this offense going back to him again right here.
Knocked down after a 3-yard gain to the 25. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. The give from the gun. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Now the play fake. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. And this field goal attempt will be a 48-yarder and not straight on from the left side. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Duke is currently working from behind, but how many times have we said that and then witnessed something special happen? This time of year, you just never know. They're trailing by just 4 to Tulane. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Motion from the wideout. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Complete to the right. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. First down and 10. Defense not showing press coverage. From the gun, running back on the move. Finds a little, just plowing ahead. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Off play action. Trying to get behind the defense. It's him in stride inside the 10. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Under fire. Touchdown Bulldogs. Fitted in the window for the score.
And they cap off the drive with a touchdown throwing the football. In the last play, they got the explosive. They get right back to the line of scrimmage and dial up another one. Great work by the quarterback and his target being on the same page. These last 2 plays, throwing the football, man, it doesn't get any better than that.
Out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. The give to the tailback. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Making side adjustments here. Back to throw, it's Glenn. Makes the grab on the left. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. It's complete to the right. A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37. The Seminoles with the 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. And what that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play.
Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27. The Seminoles kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. They'll ride the hot hand. There he goes. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. A new popular phrase for a favored team not really coming out of the gates quickly is that they're playing with their food. There are a lot of peas being pushed around the plate right now, guys.
Yeah, Reese, they've been stumbling around. They've been making mistakes and shooting themselves in the foot in this game. But, David, I think you also have to give credit to the underdog in this game because they're just playing with more intensity. They look like they want it more.
Oh, dude, when you come out the gates in the first quarter, it's adrenaline, it's passion, it's being talked about as the underdog. As this game goes on, can they keep that intensity up? Right now, they're doing a heck of a job.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And now this offense will try to overcome that second down incompletion. Quickly complete. He stopped just short of the goal line at the one. An explosive play has him set up. The Seminoles trying to pay off the threat on first and goal. Dropping back, it's Glenn. Fires into the end zone. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. Second down coming. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Man, really good job by this defense staying positive. They gave up a bunch of yards, got down towards the shadow of their own goal line. 2 straight passes, 2 incompletions, trying to just get off the field here with only giving up 3 points.
So they're right on the doorstep. Couldn't pass it in last time. Maybe they'll just try. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Seminoles.
Man, that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas, try to make this a 2-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executed beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see how they handle it. Gonna run it. It's Frazier. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just enough time for 1 final play in this half. Going to take a shot on second and short. On the move and looking deep. Incomplete. They took a shot to wrap up the half and came up empty. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
And it should come as no surprise we have ourselves a fun matchup in Tallahassee. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade, This young man is a true three-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and then the deep ball. He is a problem, and I don't think this defense has the solution. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Doak Campbell Stadium.
The Noles will kick it off to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a score.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here would be huge.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Makes the catch. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. That is just a perfect example of not deciding before the snap where you have to go with the ball.
Yeah, because that will get you in trouble. You can tell right away. He wants to get the ball to his primary. He's covered. He comes off him, does a nice job being patient, taking his time, hitting the drag route, getting the first down.
The Bulldogs can really attack on this second and short. Back to throw, it's Stockton. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. The Dogs are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Out of the shotgun on third down. Going for it all. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Really nice job by the defense, playing aggressive, understanding it could be a running situation, but still playing disciplined enough to play the pass and be successful on that third and short.
What an absolute howitzer he unleashed off his foot.
What a weapon this kicker is. When you've got leg talent like that, you're liable to score from anywhere on the field. Just get the ball close to midfield, and you can put 3 on the board.
And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. They'll leave it with him. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like, that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Makes the grab down the left side. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17.
Thank you very much. That's what the quarterback's thinking on that last play. I think he was even shocked that his receiver was that wide open downfield. He'll take it.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Motion from the back. Wants to keep it in the air. Looking to scramble. He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack. You avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Looking to throw, it's Glenn. Oh, they're after him. Can't can't make the grab, and this offense, which has been brilliant this season on third down, doesn't convert this time. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the second time tonight. Right down the boulevard. It's good. And that lead grows even bigger.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Finds his man. It's Humphries.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
And the Dogs can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to go up top. Caught close to the marker. It's Perry. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down. Throw him to the spot, and that's exactly what he did to pick up the first down.
And that's so many hours of doing this together. You know exactly when he's going to break on that out route. You know what kind of speed he has because you've thrown it so many times. Nice rhythm and timing, and you could tell that was experience between receiver and quarterback.
He goes out of bounds after the big play, but there is a penalty marker on the field. Let's see what that one's about. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Georgia going back to work with another first down. To the air. It's Stockton. Rushes on him. Grabbed over the middle. It's Perry. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line. Georgia ready to dial it up on another first down. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Not able to hook up there, incomplete. They're bringing the chop, they're bringing the noise on 3rd down at the Doak. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking for the end zone. Oh, he had it, the deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And this field goal team has been busy. This kicker comes out for the 3rd time tonight. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. Absolutely center cut. Now the lead is down to 11. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Georgia Tech has the lead right now, but if this team has taught us anything over the years, it's that no lead is safe inside Bobby Dodd Stadium. They're up by 13 over Colorado. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Running back searching for a hole. Just gets it to the 28, pickup of 1.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Got a man. It's Davis. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Those screen plays, you really want to sell it, get it to your running back, and get him to the second level. Get him running full head of steam on a safety, on a linebacker. He almost got going, but just got tackled before he could really do any damage.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. Now on 3rd down after that run. These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. Quarterback making adjustments. Back to pass, it's Glenn. Fires on the move. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down. And the Noles will try to pin the... Oh, the fake, the up man looking for room. And the gamble works in their favor this time as they pick up the 1st down.
They had the exact look they had practiced for and what they wanted. The up man gets the snap directly. He's able to use the speed, get the 1st down, and the chains are moving.
Using his legs, it's Singleton.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
From the gun, the ground game. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. And the Seminoles will punt this one away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Punt is on its way. Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. Nice gain on that play, but it leaves it a little short of the 1st down. And the Bulldogs with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. To the air, it's Stockton. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking.
The moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You've got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. He's got it at the 30. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the 1st down. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Looking for space. It's Frazier. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. The Bulldogs in a good spot here with 2nd and short. These corners backing off a bit. Pulls and fires complete. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
A cacophony of noise, debilitating surround sound. The war chant on 3rd down at the dope. He'll go to the sneak. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. So here comes the field goal unit once again. They've already kicked 3 tonight. Big kick here. Can crawl them ever so closer to that lead, and the crowd trying to rattle this guy.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. Here he comes with the return. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
Looking to pass. It's Glenn. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Blasted as he lets it go. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with results of the play. And the Seminoles will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And his offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the quarterback is the glamour position. Like, you've got to trust him. He's got to come through. They got to put a few drives together here to get back in this football game.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. And they'll get him down, but boy, did he put some dudes in the spin cycle. My goodness. It'll be a 1st down from the 49-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through him. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
The Dogs come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Trying play action. And they can't make the play on 3rd down.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
Just a short pass to the tight end. They make the tackle, but he's got enough to give Georgia a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. After that last completion, it's 2nd down. Wants to throw again. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the first down. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. Play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. And the Dogs getting set on 1st and 10. They're going to run it. He breaks a tackle. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll keep it on the ground. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give them 9 yards on first down. Second down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast and then make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed first down.
And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Dogs!
Man, I tell you what, great job by this offense. Great execution. You drive down the field, you get the score. Now what's your two-point play? You practiced it all week. What's your go-to in this moment late in the fourth quarter when you need the two-point conversion?
And that one is picked up in the end zone.
They're throwing for it in a two-point conversion. He gets the pick. He's got a convoy. Is he gone? Is it going to be 2 points the other way? He gets tackled across the 50-yard line. Nice job by the defense.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. So we've got a tight spot here, David. They'd love to run out the clock, but all those timeouts staring at them.
Man, they got 3 timeouts on defense, but I know a first down ends this football game. So I got to get my guys physical, ready to roll.
Yeah, because you know this defense is going to be playing the run. They're going to be loading the box, trying to get tackles, using their timeouts to get the football back. So this is going to come down to who's better in the trenches.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Quarterback will keep it. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Backing up and backing up on the first 2 plays, now to try to throw it in drive on 3rd down. That's caught. It's Davis. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Lost one deep down the right side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? The handoff, keep working on that clock. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
I'll tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. The Seminoles come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. To throw, it's Glenn. It's complete to the left. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
And they found the big fella again, and they found him early and often today. They featured him here in the fourth quarter. Still time left in this football game. I imagine he's going to...
A shot toward the end zone. And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover.
What a momentum-changing play. Just when they needed to get the takeaway, He steps up with a massive interception, now gives his team a chance to regain the lead here in the fourth quarter.
To the air on first down. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
Well, the quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
Second down, he'll throw it. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
Well, obviously here in the fourth quarter trailing, they're going to be throwing the ball, trying to get back in this game. Couldn't come up with it there on second down. We're expecting them to throw it here on third.
From the gun, wants to pass. He'll pull it down and run. Georgia comes quickly to the line. Double time, hustling to the line. They spike it and stop the clock.
No gain on the play. Second down.
Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Back to throw, and he's running out of time. Here comes the heat. First down and more. That will be the final play as they make the stop, and the clock has expired here. It's really the most common type of upset we see every year. The home field advantage is so big, and especially when you have a rain.